For the Boston Red Sox in this one, Ronaldo Lopez. What's the scouting report on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. You know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Base knock, center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Trey Turner. Garcia. They get the force. One pitch and one out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Big time power. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Out number 2. Here's Bryce Harper.
That's the ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela settles under it. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, and on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Shane Baz. What do we have on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of it.
Leading off, Jarren Duran.
Tonight, left fielder, number 60, Jarren Duran.
All right.
That one drifts inside. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Into center. And that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. You don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here comes Corey Seager.
Ball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Pitch out, but no action. The 2-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. And ball four to avoid.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Ohtani.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Fastball for a strike. Runner edges away at second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball.
And that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score. The Red Sox have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Roman Anthony.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
And the 1-0.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
First baseman.
2 aboard with 1 out. Digging in, Nolan Shotwell.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. That one just misses. Line drive to short and caught. Flips it to second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Back inside Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. Shea Langoliers stands in for the Phillies.
Hard one.
That one almost got him.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
In the air to left center. Durant giving chase. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan O'Hearn.
That's inside. Ball.
And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. So here's Bader now. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. Bader is out. Inning over. Bottom of the second. Still stepping in for Boston. Brett Beatty.
Third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Hard. Ball. That's a ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Out towards left center. Turner gets under it. And there's one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Luis Garcia in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Meyer in position. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
That's a ball.
That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see him more aggressive with those pitches.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. Top half of the third inning, and now for the Phillies, Carlos Cortez. Swings through that one for strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Strike on the inside corner. Curve in the dirt. Almost got him. That's out to center field. Rafaela moving under it. One up, one down. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum.
No, that missed. That's a ball. No, that's outside. Ball.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. He circles the bases. Trey Turner at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
That's inside. Ball.
Turner getting to start at shortstop, batting second in today's lineup, and his on-base percentage this season is over 400. This one popped up. Shanuel under it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, still stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Ball.
High fly ball, right field. O'Hearn moving under this one. One away. Jarren Duran at the plate. You look at his ability to hit the ball with power and that high leg kick. That leg kick was actually something generated from his time as teammates with Justin Turner back in 2023. Remember, Turner throughout his career has had that big high leg kick. Here's Corey Seager. He reached out a walk his first time.
Corey Seager.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. Back now at Fenway. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone.
What?
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Foul ball there.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. That one felt good. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. That one ripped. And that's just foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Now here is Shea Langoliers.
That's That's a ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
O'Hearn, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Duran makes his way towards it, takes it in for the out. 1 out man at first. And now Bader up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Line drive. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Cortez gets out of the way. That's ball 1. That one outside.
Nope, that's outside.
And it's
Ball.
2-1. Langoliers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
In the box, lays off for ball 1. Check
That's
swing. He held
inside.
up, and the count is 2-0. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. So it's a good hitting, is finding holes.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Javier Assad.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now, Marcelo Meyer. 4 runs already in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's towards center. Rafaela under this one. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here now the Red Sox DH, Shohei Ohtani. That misses off the outside edge.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A gigantic blast. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And that one misses up and in. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Inside, ball.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. One down. And here is Nolan Shotwell.
Yeehaw!
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Good eye in that spot.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Beatty in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. One down. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. First time up was a pop out.
Ball. Nope. Ball.
And another ball. There's the strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
High fly ball down the left field line. And this one's off the billboards. Home run. They go back to back, and we're starting over. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Keibert Ruiz up next for the Red Sox.
Ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Here's a 2-0. And that one ripped to left. 2 down. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Flied to right his first time.
Here, what?
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a rocket out to left. And that is the third out of the inning. Back in Boston, we go to the top of the fifth.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Turner up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. One away here in the fifth. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Takes it in for the out. So here is Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. Ball one to Bryce.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Swing and a ball popped up. Seager under it. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Dre Jameson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Here.
Inside.
Oh, that's it.
And that's ball 3. That one misses.
No, that's ball 4.
So lead off walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Seager in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Just missed.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's the ball.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Ohtani stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Hey, ha.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was late. In the air, right field. And that ends the inning. Back here at Fenway Park, top 6, Shea Langoliers stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a foul out of play. Inside, just missed. Assad in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico.
That's the ball. Outside.
Popped up first base side. Shanuel under it. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Harrison Bader stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's outside.
Up the middle. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Cortez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Steps off and bluffs a throw at second.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Just
missed. That's the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. That finds the mark on the inside corner. The Phils with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the sixth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Two on, one out. That one to first. Over to Seager. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. Well, we go bottom six. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Roman Anthony.
And there's a strike. On the ground right side. Sends it to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Nolan Shotwell up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Beatty at the plate now. That's ball one. The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Line, and that's a base hit. Bader quickly throws it in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Back-to-back singles, to me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And now it's Luis Garcia. There's the strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
There's a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the 0-2. Popped in the air, left field. Oh no, he dropped it. Throw into third, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Up next,
Keibert Ruiz up next for the Red Sox.
That's the ball.
Swing, and he popped it up. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and he's safe at third. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
Rafaela in the box now. Takes strike one. That one out to right. O'Hearn settles underneath it. That is the inning. Back here in Boston, we go to the top of the seventh. Jake Mangum stands in for the Phillies. Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Meyer stands in now and watches strike one. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
This one in the air center field. Rafaela settles under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The tying run is 90 feet away. In there. And so now 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. He's already homered in this game. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Daniel Lynch.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
A little bit low.
That's a ball.
Ball 2. Inside, just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
In there at the knees. They're down 3-1. Fouled off. He was late. 3-2. Out to short. Seager. And the inning is over. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. New pitcher on here, Eric.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Slider misses outside. Swings through that one for strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now it's Corey Seager.
Shortstop Corey Seager.
Nope, ball.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Red Sox.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Shohei Ohtani. And that's off
that's in.
the inside edge. Ball one. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the seventh. Back here in Boston, we go to the eighth. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
That's a ball. All right.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Lunges, got it. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers, 1 for 3.
Ball.
Laser could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
O'Hearn in the box with one away as he takes ball one. On the ground to first. That's a base hit. Fires it to the plate, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now a chance for Harrison Bader. Swung on, belted. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. Harrison Bader hits one out. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 8-6. Cade Gibson gets handed the rock out of the pen. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Luis Rengifo. In there, and it's 0-1. On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. And now Jake Mangum. A little out front there as he swings through it. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, onto the bottom of the 8th, Roman Anthony digs in now.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now, Nolan Shotwell. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Sam Moll.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly see it. Very well in this one.
Number 13, Gabriel Arias.
Ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. And it hits off the monster. Runner around third. And now they trail by one.
Back-to-back base hits. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And the first offering is not close. The Phillies trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one outside, and it's 2-0. Up the middle, Trey Turner gloves it, throws to first in time, but the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. And next for the Red Sox, Keibert Ruiz. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Joan Duran.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one at triple digits.
Got no problem with that take. First pitch from a reliever you haven't seen for a while. Want to make sure that you can pick up the release point.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Center field, Bader on the move. And that will end the inning. Back here at Fenway, all set to start the 9th in this one. Marcelo Meyer stands in for the Phillies. The changeup missing, and that is ball one. Gibson, 28 years old, and he was a 10th round pick in 2022. Check swing, no appeal. Ball three. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And a 3-1 on the way. Late with the swing there. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one away. Trey Turner now. That one's upstairs, ball one.
No, that missed.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the 9th. And a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Check swing. No appeal. 3 balls and a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it bangs off the monster. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. And he's got himself a triple.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off. Charge, no doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly, so there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
And the batter now, Kyle Schwarber. That one lifted to left. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. In to score from third. And in the 9th, they take the lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Bryce Harper will hit next. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Langoliers in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone. Ball one. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Into the monster seats and gone. A two-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 11-7. So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn.
That's the ball.
That one ripped right center field. Back there. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track. Back now at Fenway. Last chance for the home team. Ceddanne Rafaela getting ready to. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Mason Miller.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Strike two. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line drive, leaping, and he makes the grab. So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Yeehaw!
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now.
That's the ball.
Swings through it for the K. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One, 2 now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turn to him.
It's true that they underestimate you. Look around. search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Looking through the light, gonna make you